All right, welcome back. It's still WhatsApp on Galaxy Television. My name still remains Mona Lisa Okonkwo, and we've given you some hot trending topics that have been, going around Nigeria for right now. When it comes to softer kind of informations. Well, I told you earlier on before we went on a break that we're having a celebrity guest in house, and I'm very, very particular about this guy. I've met him. It's been, when I first started working in Galaxy, I met him. That was way back in the early 2000. And he's made an impression on me. He's somebody that I respect, somebody that I hold dear. Should I continue? Yeah. All right. I'd like to say very welcome to Ambassador Muyiwa Osinaike, FDGN. I got that one right?
Yeah, very well. We got it right.
Okay, so Babane for short. Yeah, everybody knows Babane for short.
Yeah.
Okay, so Babane, for the sake of people that are watching you for the first time right now, can you just give us a brief rundown on who you are, who Babane is, what Babane has been up to since?
Okay. My name is Muyiwa Osinaike, but my friends call me Babane. I don't know why. I'm a theater practitioner for 40 years next year. I've been running around the stage,
yes,
kicking every bottle everywhere around the world, and I'll be 60 also next year.
60.
Yeah.
So you're going to be 40
on stage,
then 60 in your life.
Yeah, I started.
It started very early.
Yeah, professionally.
Okay. Wow. Okay.
At the age of 20 years.
Yeah, so I'm saying.
But I've been on the streets since I was 10.
Been on the streets.
Dancing in the marketplace, making money to buy one or two things, pay little money for school.
Wow.
And like that. But I was converted. My heart went straight to theater. In 1970, when I watched Hubert Ogunde, I was very small on WNTV, Yanla.
On Dogini?
WNTV.
Okay.
Yanla, 1970, 71, it was a series, and that I got hooked. From there, I started thinking, I'm going to become Ogunde in future. I'm going to become Reyumi in future. I'm going to become Baba Miro in future. Then came in Ishola Ogunshola, that's Ashu Pepe. Those are my great organs. Because I learned my theater on the streets. It's an apprenticeship thing that led me to the theater, not by school.
Wow.
So we learn like a guy that went to learn mechanic job or tailoring somewhere.
Okay.
So we were taught the rudiments from that age, how to do traveling theater, move up and down. Then I started my own theater in 1985, late 85, Sheluad Theater Group, a traveling theater also. But we specialize in gospel plays. And then I moved on to music also, play music around, renting instruments, singing all around, until I met Yemi Remi.
Yemi Remi.
It was when I watched Yemoja as a Night Club that my entire concept of dance and theater changed. Then I had to start studying him as a dancer. Until I went to him to say, okay, please, I want to work with you. Teach me. And Sam Loco was there that day. And I started learning properly the rudiments of dance from Yemen. I took that from. Then I suppose the rest is now history.
Rest is now history. Now, because you said you went through something like an apprenticeship.
Yeah.
Because you find out that sometimes this apprenticeship business, it actually helps, because you are really, really taught the in total, the rudiments, Yes, the paper and school works, but at least I think that most of the time, when I see and I hear people from way back talk about their profession, and that they did this and did that, you find out that at the end of the day, it's all about that they studied somebody or they studied from The grassroots. So okay, now I know that I saw you with you did something. You were a judge in the Multina dance. So give us what was the experience like?
Okay, I think I was in Abuja doing something with a play that's supposed to send forth El Rufai.
Okay.
He was going to end his tenure as the for FCT then. So I was rehearsing that play. So somebody called me. It was Idowu, then Femi Showulu spoke with me and Ayabankole. I should write the syllabus for a dance, a family dance show. And I should submit it the third day.
Wow.
So from Abuja, I quickly put it together. I didn't sleep for 2 nights. I wrote from audition to finals.
Okay, before the show ever?
Before the show starts at all. So okay. I plotted what will happen in the house every day.
I see.
Hour by hour, minute by minute for 30 days. How we're going to do the audition, moving around, and how we're going to conclude the voting patterns and stuff. And I submitted. And the next thing I had on told me, Muyiwa, you have to come back. You have to come to Lagos. I'm working till you have to come straight. We have a presentation with the company sponsoring it. So I came and I defended it, and they told me, look, we are putting our money because you said it's going to work. And I said it's going to work. And they put it on me that it's going to work. So I'm not just a judge on that program. I actually work like the program like my baby. Up to the costuming, I looked at it, I checked it, I sign out.
That's good.
I sign out everything before it goes to the show. And I now sit on the table. And because I've been wanting to let Nigerian dance business, to Nigerian dance, professional dance, turn to business. We now do business of dance now.
Yeah.
Like we have theater business, we have dance business now. So that people are chunking out, they're becoming millionaires, they're becoming family people from dance. In those days when I started, my father was like,
it's a disappointment,
me,
man.
a printer, my first son, dance. Me, a printer, my first son. So who's going to take care of all these machines? Take between your theater or my business. So I said, yes, your business actually. But September 1982, I picked my bag, I told my junior sister I'm off, and I left his house.
Guy must have broken his heart.
I went straight to the theater, I started living backstage. Yeah, it was very rough then. I sleep anywhere. But I was determined that, look, this is what I want to do. I'm not as how do you call people who get brain well?
Intelligent.
No, I'm very intelligent, but I'm not scholarly.
Okay, yeah.
I was not scholarly then.
But you were intelligent.
Yeah, very from school, everybody knows that I'm a theater person. Because I was the president of a dramatic camp. I represent my school, I took my school out, I write plays, I direct when I was in secondary school. So when I left secondary school, I went to Cooperative College, Ibadan, Federal Cooperative College, that's an upgrade. So I did the same thing. So everybody knew quite well that this is not theater art. So I didn't waste time of trying to do jump 10 times. I went straight to training. What can train me? I want to be a dancer, exceptional dancer. So growing up again, I tried to go back to school. But while working with university departments, I discovered that nobody fit teach me what I know for this university. Nobody. So I decided to adopt. Okay, I'll go to there, steal some of their system, come back to Lagos. So I need a workshop. So I created my own dance company, where I use as my manufacturing company. Manufacturing company means you have a studio that you use people's body as instruments of creation. So I started that. I housed my dancers at NCAC, now Artist Village. I tuned that place back to what it is now, because then it has been neglected after Festac. So we had to go on every day, cleaning of the bush and making it suitable for dance practitioners.
All right. So now, you know, like just you said, dance. it's a business now.
Yeah.
You know, just like you have the theater arts, you have the movie industry and all the rest of them. I'm one person that I think that the dance company is, or rather the theater industry in Nigeria has not gotten to the point of where they are supposed to be, not to talk of dance, you understand, that kind of thing, because somebody just like your pops, or like my own son, you know, people still don't understand that it takes a lot, it takes so much to get the best out of a dancer, you know. And then when we watch musical videos, you just see that people are dancing, you don't know what they've gone through. So, you know, just enlighten them what it is, what it takes to be a professional, determined dancer.
Let me start by saying I want to advise parents. Now parents bring their children to me to recommend dance schools. Okay. That my daughter says she wants to be a dancer. What can she do? Because they've seen the kinds of, the likes of Kafi,
yeah,
and the rest. There's so many now, Kalina.
What's that one that dances with Davido? Oh God, his name has run off my head.
There's so many girls and boys. So I tell them,
Pokoli.
They're Pokoli. I tell them, if your child really want to study dance, let me use my son as an example.
Okay.
My second son is a musician now. It took me 10 years to train him the same way I trained myself. Say, look, if you want to do my business, you have to know all the rudiments. You must have the originals before you have photocopies. So leave your certificate. I don't say you pass, drop and first. Go and learn as an apprentice. Yes. My stepfather, all his children, once you finish secondary school, what do you like to do in life? What do you really like? Is it hairdressing or tailoring? You go and learn first. So I took my son through that, and I said, now, you finished 10 years. Thank you. Even up to modeling. He went to Modella for modeling. It was 3 years ago, I told him, he wore one clothes and he was just walking towards me. I said, now, I'll tell you why I threw you to my friend, Bayo, to learn modeling. He said, when you want to be an entertainer, you must have class and style. Yeah. So as I'm growing up, it's not just knowing how to dance. Like what we teach them in Maltina, in that dance also. It's about the entirety of it's an all-encompassing life. Life of a dancer is more than going to the university to learn. Because what you learn in the university is just like A for apple, B for ball, C for cat. But when you now get out, so I was trying to tell my guys, in the future, you guys start thinking like a law school. Think something like a law school for dance. Because you are not going to call yourself a choreographer. It's a name that people will call you when they've seen the kind of level you take your work to. But some guys, once they leave university and they have a master's degree, they will just print card. I'm a choreographer. No. It's something that you need. A choreographer is a scientist of movements and creation.
Scientist of movement and creation. So
you must be able to get to that level. So me, when I saw that, if you see me when I'm creating, sometimes I see vision. Sometimes I just look to the wall and see picture. I'll not transpose that picture into movement. Reality. So it's spiritual. The spirituality in dance is more than the. Sometimes I'll sleep. I'll just doze off and see a movement, or I'll see something. Sometimes I'll just look. I take my guys when we want to start creating. I'll take them to a pond near Artist Village, and there used to be one particular bird, tall with height. Anytime the bird want to eat, pick from the swamp, it will just do.
That's a movement.
And the head down, and it comes up, and you see the little thing in his mouth, and it comes down and relax. The way again, then I make them to study crab, how crab works, how rats. I did a production written by Frederick Baby, Conflict Resolution. It's about the rat family and the human family. I created they studied rats. Some of them took them months, years to get out of the rat character. Because I will take you through the study of that nature that you want to represent. So mostly what I see these days is guys are very lazy.
Yeah, oh well.
They don't work. Let me tell you, there are some dances that I created over years in the 90s. There's still, I was in one state I won't mention. I was working with them and they were doing, and I was just watching, and they were doing one dance. They were doing it wrongly and singing it wrongly, singing the song wrongly. I told them, look, I created this dance. I composed these songs
and
that you use for the dance.
It ain't like this.
They said, nah, this is how we're taught. No, I said, no.
I'm the creator.
I'm the creator of all the 47 steps in this dance.
47.
You need to see my work. As I'm talking, if some of the people that went through me, they are listening to me now, they will be telling you, man, forget, oh, my God. In the morning, we first take our walk straight to Ojuelegba, come back to the theater, and take theater 20 times.
That National Theatre?
That 20 times, and we go back to our, we've not started dance routine, no, not even dance exercise. We've now start dance exercise. So when as a dancer, when you stand, they will look at us and say, yeah, this is a dancer. We went to the embassy one time. We're going for international summer festival.
Wow.
And they saw my dancers. They say, okay, these are the dancers, because they will see you.
You will see
the dance in you. All over you, the dance is there. So even if I'm walking now at 60, if you are coming from my back, you'll be looking.
You know, I told you when I saw you.
When you look at my face, I say, this is Baba. Because it's been part of my life. Exercise, if you don't do exercise as a dancer, it will be as if they get malaria small, you get one thing small, you get that thing small. So when I now put all these things together, the training now at the open, you know, some people will be successful in school, some people will be successful at work. You will now start making yourself. I made myself. After all the rudiments, I read. I've not stopped reading. From British Council Library to Goethe Institute Library to French Institute Library to United States Information Service Library. I will read. I keep reading because I know I'm not as well read as my guys in the university.
Yeah.
So the competition is, okay, you guys, when are they university? What do I know if you do for there? Now go fit compete with me. Forget that one.
Forget that one.
Till tomorrow, I know they sleep. Oh. This morning, I don't create another dance movement. This morning, as I pray, I don't create another dance movement. I don't write and dance movement with the right hand.
Sorry, please. This dance you're talking about, what kind of dance?
Any kind of dance.
He's a master in every kind of dance.
Dance is, let me define dance. Dance properly is the movement of the body to space and time.
Oh.
Space, as in, you don't have to speak to make. Okay, let me just do something like that. I'm expressing. What I just did now is without talking to express what?
Love.
That's all. So in every dance creation of the world, you will see a relationship between the British movement, and the French movement, the Indian movement, the Korean movement, the Brazilian movement, the Nigerian movement, the Togolese movement. There's always a relationship, whether through the body, there's a spirituality that connects the world together, no matter the culture. So it now depends on you, on expression. Is it that you now have a detailed expression? Some choreographers, some guys, they will be doing that, and they will put the power of the dance in the costume, not in the movement. When you put the power of the dancing, you know when masquerade they dance, and you don't dance well, now they go no say masquerade in trousers chair for here. The masquerade don't even wear slippers. But when you see a good dancer, you won't know whether to. If you even use the body, may not even use costume. You don't go see the costume, go to see dance, because dance speaks.
Now it's like you want to hop up from the chair and dance.
No.
Calm down.
I don't need to get up. I've been moving.
I was seeing it.
I've been moving. I don't need to get up to, because something body isolation. When you do one part of your body
must move.
It's moving without others moving. That's body isolation. So dance gets your own vocabularies too.
Okay.
Just like Sojourn, let me tell you, I know dance way to say, like, a surgeon that can remove pikin from mama belly, bring him out, and the mother will live. And when Nigeria even did one miracle, he brought out the fetus, did an operation on the fetus from the heart, and he turned it back. And he told that, that's why I take no dance. Like a surgeon. You will dissect, you pieces dance. Because we get on the street, the experience that we get on, they know the right time for buko. The experience that we have on the street.
It's inbuilt.
It's enormous. You can't
quantify.
That's why I tell some people, I say, look, dance is utopia.
Okay.
It's a space itself.
From the way you're talking now, I want to ask you a question, because you started with theater. Now you're talking more about dance. Is it that theater is not profitable? Was why you moved to dance?
No.
Why?
No, there was a time, 1988. They finished the University Theater Festival. They finished one show, I think it was in Bauchi. They came back, I didn't go with them, but they came back to Abegi at the theater. That's why we come here. And they were talking about how do we bring this thing up. Bentomologist was there, Richard Mufeda, so many, Steve Ogundele, there were so many of them there. Jude Otte, they were all there and they were talking, and I was just by one side looking at them. And they were talking, for me, make we do theater, they go now, me to be actor, but I want to develop dance.
Okay. Where
Richard were talking about, we're going to start up with acting. Acting is going to be made popular. Bentomolo said, okay, I will create. He now created a TV program, Art Alive, that we used to go at NTA then. It's only for art. He now created a space in Guardian, where all of them, Jama and Andre, they will write. And then Fudge, they now move to Fame magazine. Because people must write about you to become a celebrity.
Yeah.
They must see you as we're doing now to become a celebrity. So some people now sacrifice whatever you're doing to let all of us be seen. So me, I said, I'm going to develop dance and turn dance to business. And that's when I now face dance totally.
Okay. Wow. Okay, because of time, you have this wealth of experience, and you have this wealth of so many things that you're going to, so we're going to be calling you back soon by the grace of God. But before you leave, I'd like you to just give a word of encouragement for anybody that, wants to go into the dance industry, because I'm sure that they've heard right now and they're inspired. So just inspire 1 or 2 or 10,000 people that want to go into dance.
Even if you want to be an actor, it's better you start from dance, so that your body vocabularies will be more pronounced. Okay. Because in dance we handle facial expression, body expression of even the veins, the spine. Richard was one. Pantefa was one. Dancers, very good dancers, all of them. Before they now turn to acting. Some of them major in dancing school, because expressing your mood as an actor, in dance, we break it down. You break it down from primary school to secondary school. When you are dancing outside dance, this is the way you should look facially. So I would want anybody that wants to go into acting to even start the rudiments of dance, to know the rudiments of dance, because it will simplify your acting mode, your calculative steps. If I'm directing you now as a choreographer and I'm directing a play, if I want to give an actor a movement, that movement will be different from what ordinary director will give to him. Okay. If I want you to sit, you are talking to somebody at the back of your chair, your husband is there, or your boyfriend wants to talk, come to your side. As a choreographer, I won't tell him to go through that side and walk here. I will tell him to just slip and sit beside you with a hug, seamlessly. Okay. That's, I've employed dance into acting. So I also want parents to first look for a dance school, because once you finish that university and you come back to be an apprentice, there are some things you will not take. And you look at the person that, I want Ajegule boy, they teach me what kind of rubbish, and he's telling me to sit down, telling me to get out, shouting on. I mean, what? But if you are just an apprentice, let one Okoko Michael boy slap you, just say yes, sir, sorry, sir. But a graduate, a master's degree holder, and that guy know so much more than him. He won't be able to learn seriously.
True.
There'll be this Akada syndrome worrying him.
All right. Well, it's been an honor, as always. I was talking to you. I remember the last time we had a chat, and I actually was at Abegi really, and we recorded you there. You know. So, but we'll be calling you again, and I hope when we do, you'll be coming back. Okay?
Anytime you get my body all my life. Now you get that.
Well, we're about to round up this program, and it's been a very beautiful day. Like I told you, my celebrity guests, you know, I try as much as possible to enjoy my interviews, yeah, and I try as much as possible to make sure that things that we do are things that will inspire, motivate, and educate you. And I hope that for everyone that has heard my darling ambassador Muyiwa Osinaike, FDGN.
The FDGN is Fellow Dance Guild of Nigeria.
Fellow Dance Guild of Nigeria. I hope you've learned one or two things from him, and I hope that you've been inspired. Queen, do you have anything you want to say?
No, nothing. I enjoyed today's gist with you. What I want to know is where it's your dance school, so that I want my daughter to learn how to dance. She can dance, but I want her to.
Okay, well, in my, everybody have a target in his or her, you know. So my own life is, I've done this, I've trained people, I encourage them to have dance school. So I have dance schools.
Probably we'll see after the
Okay. So we're gonna be rounding up. When you want to say bye-bye to you.
All right, see you tomorrow again. 10 o'clock. See you. Bye for now. Mwah, mwah, mwah.
All right, so welcome again.